Hi, everyone. Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It is Wednesday with the numbers. It's September the 9th. My Stay Safe at Home Day, 178, inching closer to that 180 day. 6 months of doing this. My goodness gracious. Say this every day. I just can't believe it's happening. Not a whole lot of news to report today other than the fact bad news with the numbers. You're going to see them right up here. Numbers are not good today. We were fearful that this might happen, and it did. Our numbers jumped up to 196. 196. Yesterday it was 48 for the number of deaths for the entire state of Florida. And our total positives for today, reported today, was 2,056. Yesterday it was 1,823. And of course it caused our 7-day moving average to go up to 86.86, and that's up from 76.57 yesterday. That 190 number is 196 number is going to live with us for quite some time. So that's really all I have to report here. I will give you the county by county numbers after the weather forecast today. A couple of other little things to talk about in the news today. Other than West Palm Beach opened up phase 2, still don't have the bars open, but they have bowling alleys and movie theaters and things like that open down there. So I don't know. It does look like we're going down. We're sort of going down like with a check mark. And when you see my 7-day moving average chart, you can see, yes, it is coming down. No question about it. But it's not coming down as fast as we would like it. But I'm always into instant gratification. Alrighty, let's do some quick shout-outs today. Shout-outs to Heather Mason, as always, Marie Arnold, Diana Stark, Joan, Ellen, Elizabeth, George, Vanessa, Kevin, Wayne and Dorothy, the Minnetonkans friends up in the Minnetonkans area of Minnesota, the Kennedys on Long Island, and Donna, Ray Mancari, Captain Marsha. Good morning, Captain Marsha, at the front gate. Good to see you back and on duty again. Dannie up in Jersey, Barb and Ron Dumoulin, Jim Peabody, Britt, Betsy, Sherrie, Jay, George, Ed, Timothy, John, Marx, and Kelly over at the Polo, Deli, Barby, Ann Hawley, Katharine, Bruce, Jay, Parm. I hope you're doing well. You had a little bout there with anything but COVID-19, but maybe you would have been better off with COVID-19, I guess. Well, I hope you're doing well, and thank you very much for the nice email. I do appreciate that. And then also Rosemary Bittle responded and said, hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's a good thing. So I do need to tell you today, not going to use the Brit word, but do mask up, do social distance. Please do that. It's easier to wear a mask than it is to wear that ventilator. Don't forget to push the like button. I appreciate that. And so let's quickly jump in here to the weather report, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about our storms and hurricanes. So the weather forecast for today, total, we're going to have isolated thunderstorms in the morning. Well, folks, the morning is gone. We didn't have any of those today, at least not here. Then mainly during the afternoon, we're going to have some clouds and thunderstorms likely. A high of 89 degrees, where it seemed to be out of the 90s, hopefully. And the winds are south-southeast to 10 to 15 miles per hour today. The chance of rain, it says, is 80%, but it looks pretty nice out there at the moment. Maybe the clouds will roll in a little bit later today. And then tonight, scattered thunderstorms early, then mainly cloudy after midnight, low around 75 tonight. The wind south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The chance of rain tonight's about 40%. And then on Thursday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms, high 88 degrees, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The chance of rain tomorrow on Thursday is going to be about 50%. Okay, Tropical Storm Paulette and Tropical Storm Renee are gaining strength and speed on Wednesday after weakening overnight. And Renee is expected to strengthen into the season's 5th hurricane this week, said the forecasters. Renee was downgraded to a tropical storm late Tuesday, but then regained some strength on Wednesday morning. Renee is forecast to grow into a Category 1 hurricane in the next few days, said the National Hurricane Center. Oh, and I thought I had some other information about that. Sorry about that. There were some, I was going to give you the names of some of the other hurricanes because they're going to run out of hurricane names here. Anyway, we have nothing to worry about, folks. Absolutely nothing to worry about, but you probably will hear about this going on, and you'll say, oh, what's going on now in Florida? Nothing's going on in Florida. No issues whatsoever. So don't worry about it. Everything's good. Weather's good. Our roof is almost finished up there. Everything's coming along quite nicely here at Victoria. And everything's good here in Vero Beach. So back with the numbers. I'm trying to stop with some of this repetitive stuff that I had been doing. People said, stop with the back in a flash business. Where'd you get that? Oh, I got it from somebody else. It's not original. That's not my thing. Anyway, no, I'll be back here in just a moment. Here come the numbers, and I will give you the county by county numbers. And one other thing I want to tell you at the very, very end of this video, so don't go away. Not that important, but just something to remind you about, okay? Here come the numbers. Alrighty, folks, I'm back here with our numbers for today, for Wednesday. It's about 11:30. It's September the 9th, and it's not a good day. You've already heard me say that, so let's just jump right into it and bite the bullet. Here we go. 196 deaths reported in the past 24 hours, 196 for the entire state of Florida. That's up by 148 from yesterday, which was 48. I always worry about those numbers that come in following holidays. You're just never really sure what's going on. But yesterday it was 48. We were very excited about that. Today the number is 196, up by 148. Not good at all. And then in addition to that, our positives are up by 233. Yesterday they were 1823. Today they are 2,056. So we were up by 233 on those. So it's not a good day. And the worst part about all of this is this has absolutely nothing to do with Labor Day. That's yet to come. That's going to show up here in the next week or two. So it's very difficult to predict where we're going to be and where we're going. Well, I would like to think we are going down, but obviously, as a result of this, we just picked up 196 here for a new death total, and that's going to drive our 7-day moving averages up as well. So you can depend on that coming up here. All right, let's take a look at Miami-Dade. Miami-Dade is 74 new deaths in the past 24 hours, 407 new positives. In Broward County, that's Fort Lauderdale, 10 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours, 140 new positives. Then in Palm Beach County, 8 new deaths reported and 113 new positives. Let's move the page here, change the page here, and bring it up to something more manageable. Okay, here we are in Orange County, that's Orlando. 7 new deaths that reported in the past 24 hours, 119 new positives. And then in Brevard County, that's Melbourne, 4 new deaths to report, 53 new positives. St. Lucie County, that's Fort Pierce, 6 new deaths to report and 12 new positives. Martin County had 3 new deaths to report and no new positives. We can put a 0 in that column. And then in Indian River County is Vero Beach. That's where I am located. And there were no new deaths to report in Indian River County, or at least they didn't report any. And we had 9 new positives in 4 of them were in zip code 32960. No new positives in zip code 32963. So that's good. No new deaths here in Indian River County. Vero Beach, we're happy with that. Unfortunately, Martin had 3, and St. Lucie County, our neighbors down there, had 6, and Brevard, just north of us, had 2. All right, well, let's take a look at the 7-day moving average. Now, we dropped off. There was 190 in here the other day that dropped off, but we picked up 196 over here on the right side. It'll be a while before that guy goes away. So that brought our 7-day moving average to 86.86. We were so happy with this yesterday at 76.57, and we were really pretty happy with this one over here at 96.86. Well, that's just the way it is. And so therefore this 196, it'll be a while before it goes away. It's going to be 7 more days before it's going to disappear from the chart. So it's going to keep our numbers up pretty high. We still have 147 over there that's hanging in there. All right, well, let's take a look at the moving averages. I did fix up the chart here. So here we are with the moving averages. It's been updated now. This is the new number, 86.86 for today for the 9th. So as you can see, we had this really nice downturn right over here, a beautiful downturn, and all of a sudden we're putting back some of which we gained yesterday. Now, we would be happy if it continued to go down. I'm just fearful, and I don't like to be doom and gloom here, but I'm fearful that these numbers will get worse before they get better as a result of the Labor Day weekend and so forth. However, let's just hope that things will turn out to be a little bit better. Alrighty, folks, here we are with the United States, taking a look at the number of cases yesterday. The number of cases put Florida always in third spot. California in the first spot with 3,409 cases. Yesterday, Texas had 3,832, and we had 1,823 in total new cases. And if we take a look at the deaths for the new deaths for yesterday, now let's see how that turned out. Well, unfortunately, we were still in third place. Texas had 89 new deaths yesterday, and California had 72 new deaths. And, of course, we had 48. And then I'll just keep going down here and show you where Georgia was 26, Ohio was 22, Louisiana was 13, for you folks in Indiana, 12. New York had 11, North Carolina had 9, Massachusetts had 8 yesterday. Illinois had 7. Then there was Jersey with 7. Missouri with 7. Pennsylvania with 6 deaths. Connecticut had 6 deaths. Let's take a look at Idaho. Idaho had 4 deaths yesterday. And then Maryland had 3 deaths yesterday. I'll continue on down here to Minnesota had 2 deaths. Got to keep our Minnetonka folks updated here. Nebraska had 2. And let's see, Michigan had 1. Oklahoma had 1, Kentucky had 1, and see if there's anything else of interest to some of our local folks around here. Oh, well, look at Wisconsin. Wisconsin had nothing in here. Colorado had no new deaths yesterday, or at least they weren't reported, so that's a pretty good thing. We're pretty happy with that for you folks. At least you guys made out pretty well. Alrighty, folks, so that takes care of that. We have one more little sheet to go to, and let's go over here to the... All right, here's the sheet that we call the global view. The global view is the USA cases. I'm going to try to get these right today. I keep getting them wrong every day. I apologize. I'm not used to dealing with these very large numbers anymore. 6,330,316 cases here in the United States so far since we started. The USA deaths was 189,733. That was as of today. That was 11 minutes ago, and that was at 11:37 this morning. And then we'll take a look at the global cases. 27,617,194. Those are a lot of cases for the entire world. And then the deaths for the entire world were 898,456. Okay, folks, those are the numbers for today. I only have a few things to come back with, so I'll be back in just a moment. We can kind of zip through this pretty quickly today. Alrighty, folks, this is just a little quick reminder here in case you haven't done this. And this can be political as well. You know, I'm convinced right now that no matter what you say about anything, if you suggest or recommend something, somebody's going to say, you're being really political about that. Well, here we go. The flu shot. Now, I know there are some of you who say, I wouldn't get one of those flu shots for all the tea in China. Those are terrible. They give me the flu. They very well might do that. Some people react differently than others, but the majority of the people that I know who get flu shots don't get the flu. And I want to tell you, from my personal standpoint, I used to get the flu, not a bad flu, but I would get the flu and I would be kind of struggling around for a couple of days in the flu season. And since I started getting the flu shot, I have not gotten the flu. Knock on wood. Yeah, my wife's a doc, and she's the one who always tells me to get flu shots, and I didn't for many years. And I thought, well, what does she know? She's a shrink. She's a head doctor, for heaven's sake. She didn't know anything about it. She's also an RN. You know, she pretty much knows what's going on. But I do strongly suggest that from my standpoint, it's my personal opinion based on people I know and things I've done. I really don't know very many people who have, hardly any people, anyone who has gotten a flu shot and actually got the flu. I've heard people say they did, but these are people I didn't know very well, and I don't know if they did or they didn't. So anyway, enough said about that, but it's my opinion, a flu shot is pretty important, especially right now, because if we don't want to be getting the flu, then we won't know whether we have the flu or COVID-19. get the flu shot, okay? If you haven't done so, don't forget to push the like button. I would appreciate that. Send me some pictures of pets, and then I won't be talking about the flu to roncrider@gmail.com. And never be a part of the problem and always be a part of the solution. Yes, I am going to keep repeating that. And yes, I am going to keep saying that it's easier to wear a mask than a ventilator. I'm going to keep saying that over and over and over again because we really need to be doing that. Now, have a very, very blessed Wednesday. I'll look forward to seeing you back here on Thursday. Have a great day.